Let's break every section into multiple choice questions for a recap. Of the sanctions regimes 2023-2026, procedural safeguards, cross-border coordination, enforcement. Let's start with Section 1, Procedural Safeguards and Due Process. 1. Which U.S. law governs judicial review of OFAC sanctions designations? A. Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. B. Administrative Procedure Act. C. Dodd-Frank Act. D. Sarbanes-Oxley Act. 2. What is the typical timeline for OFAC to acknowledge receipt of a delisting petition? A. 24 hours. B. 7 business days. C. 30 days. D. 90 days. 3. Under UK SAMLA 2018, which court reviews challenges to sanctions designations? A. Supreme Court. B. High Court, or Court of Session in Scotland. Court. D. Magistrates Court. 4. What legal precedent in the EU established that fundamental rights take primacy over unmandated sanctions listings? A. Schvidler. B. Sinensis Caudy. D. Wells Fargo. 5. Which of the following is not a ground for annulment of an EU sanctions listing? A. Lack of competence. B. Procedural error. C. Disagreement with EU policy. D. Violation of fundamental rights. Now we will make a recap of Section 2, Cross-Border Coordination Mechanisms, with a series of 5 multiple-choice questions. 2.1. The OFAC MOU signed in 2024 is a binding international treaty. B. A non-binding administrative memorandum. C. An EU regulation. D. A G7 directive. 2.2. Under EU Regulation 2018-1805. What is the deadline for executing an urgent freezing order? A. 7 days. B. 24 hours. C. 48 hours. D. 45 days. 2.3. Which mechanism coordinated the freezing of over $58 beer in Russian assets and the first $5.04 forfeiture to Ukraine? A. G7 Task Force. B. OFAC MOU. C. Repo Task Force. D. Eurojust. 2.4. What is a key confidentiality safeguard in the OFAC MOU? All information is public. B. Information can be shared with any third party. C. Information cannot be disclosed to third parties without prior written consent. D. No confidentiality provisions exist. 2.5. Which body coordinates cross-border enforcement of EU freezing confiscation orders? A. Interpol. B. Eurojust. C. World Bank. D. IMF. Let's make a recap now of Section 3, Recent Enforcement Actions 2023-2026, with a series of 5 multiple-choice questions. 3.1. What was the total penalty imposed on Binance Holdings Limited in 2023? A. $300 million. B. $3.43 million. C. $4.03 billion. D. $30 million. 3.2. Which company was penalized for unlicensed exports to Huawei under the Foreign Direct Product Rule? A. Wells Fargo. B. Swedbank Latvia. C. Seagate Technology. D. Binance. 3.3. How many Crimea-related transactions led to Swedbank Latvia's OFAC settlement? A. 12. B. 124. C. 386. D. 2. 500. 3.4. What was the main remediation action for Wells Fargo after its sanctions violations? A. Exit from U.S. market. B. Platform suspension and risk policy upgrade. C. Quarterly reporting. D. Expansion into crypto. 3.5. Approximately how much in Russian sovereign assets was immobilized in the EU under Regulation 2018? 1,805. A. $58 billion. B. $4.03 billion. C. $280 billion. D. £21 billion.